Oh, hello, this is Tak Chung from Walk with Tak. Welcome to our YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Please feel free to write to me at walkwithtak@gmail.com if you have any question regarding to this video or any other videos that I've posted in the past. If you have any videos that you would like me to make, please let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. The primary goal of my YouTube channel is to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. Now, in my fast cooking system, stir frying is the primary cooking technique. And the reason that I selected stir fry is because stir fry is probably the most efficient cooking approach. It is time saving as well as it is highly flexible. It will allow you to cook many different types of dishes, usually in a matter of minutes. Now, the reason that the efficiency of stir frying comes from the fact is the stirring. Stirring turned out to be really important. Now, recently a viewer, Helen, wrote to me and she asked me whether it is possible for her to stir fry using a wood spatula looks like this. Now, I told her that a wood spatula like this is probably not a good idea, or a wood paddle, which also is not an efficient way to do stir frying. Now, the importance of stir frying is based on the fact that you are able to stir the food ingredient efficiently. Now, there are many different ways that you can stir fry, and one of the most important ways is that when you do stir frying, you need to have the proper technique. And the technique is based on the fact that the wok spatula which you use for stir frying is designed specifically for the contour of the wok. Then people ask me the question is it better to have a round bottom wok versus a flat bottom wok? Now, many people have the assumption is that round bottom wok might work better because the wok spatula might be able to follow the roundness of the contour at the bottom of the wok. But it turned out that actually that is not the case. In fact, a round bottom and a flat bottom wok both work effectively. And the basis of stir frying is a technique known as fan chao. Fan chao in Chinese meaning is that you turn food over while you're frying the food. So the key aspect of stir frying is turning your food over in your wok. And in this case, the efficiency of turning your food actually works either way, whether you have a round bottom or a flat bottom wok. The key is that you constantly using the spatula to turn. Now, this is why the spatula plays a critical role. The spatula actually is designed for turning food over during the cooking process. And because of this reason, the spatula's design is particularly suitable for when you want to mix food at the bottom of the wok. And remember, in stir frying, the bottom of the wok has occupied a small area. In fact, stir frying originated is for the speed of cooking. And when food is cut into small pieces, it is easy for you to turn them over just like you turn over soil. So in this case, a stir frying using a wok spatula, and a wok spatula actually in Chinese means a wok shovel, 锅铲. And the idea is very straightforward because when you're able to turn food over rapidly, it means that it can cook much faster. And the original design of stir frying is for speed as well as for saving fuel. Because with the fire or the heat concentrated right in the small area of the wok, it will allow you to cook much faster. And because of this reason, the wok spatula plays an essential role in the case of stir frying. Now, many people find stir frying whether they use a wok spatula or they use a different method, which sometimes you have shown in professional kitchens. They will actually toss the food. Now, however, tossing the food do not work well in home kitchens. The reason is following. Because in professional kitchen, they have a wok stove, and the wok stove has a circular opening. And the end result is that you can glide the wok back and forth over that circular opening. And also in professional kitchen, this is where a round bottom wok really plays a critical role, because if the wok bottom is round, it's much easier to glide over the surface of the wok stove. And consequently, when they glide over the edge of the wok stove, they are able to generate a tossing motion that allows the food to be tossed up. And the food actually do not toss up very fast, but However, by tossing them, it will allow you to mix them instead of using the wok spatula to turn them over like a shovel. They will be actually automatically by throwing up and down. This turned out to be a very efficient method, particularly when you cook under very high heat. However, this does not work well in a home kitchen because in a home kitchen, your stove is not the same as a wok stove. So in order for you to toss food in a home kitchen, what you need to do is to actually lift the wok off the surface of the stove. However, for most of the wok in the home kitchen, they are too heavy for lifting up. And in fact, this will actually causing more problem because you have lack of control. You might end up tossing the food over the stove or onto the floor. Now, when you look at wok spatula, another thing that's keep in mind is that the wok spatula has a handle that could be vary in length. The handle of the wok spatula quite often vary from 14 inches to 16 inches. This handle turned out to be quite important. And the reason that most of the wok spatula that are designed for the 14-inch wok has a 16-inch handle. Now, most people find that a short handle might work better because they will provide more leverage. However, a short handle will cause you put your hand very close to the edge of the wok. And the end result is that your hand might suffer from burn from the heat. However, there are some differences between different type of stove that you work on. If you use a gas stove, the short handle of a wok spatula will definitely put your hands too close for comfort. You will find the heat coming from the gas stove to be unbearable, and so consequently it might make it harder for you to try to stir fry efficiently. However, if you're using an induction stove, because there's no heat coming from the stove itself, then this might not be a problem. In this case, a short-handled wok spatula might work okay. Most of the time, a 16-inch wok spatula is much better because the handle is longer. It will allow you stand a little bit further away from the source of the heat, and consequently, you will have much better protection. Now, initially, you might find it is better for you to hold the wok spatula closer to the blade itself to give you more leverage. However, the reason for that it works that way is because you are standing very close to the wok. If you stand a little bit further back from the wok, and you will find actually it's far more natural for you to hold on to the upper part, the handle of the wok spatula, and consequently, if in this case, in fact, it's more efficient and is also more effective in your stirring process. Okay, now the next part which I'd like to focus on, which something that you might notice, is the angle between the blade of the wok spatula and the stem of the wok spatula. This angle is critical because having the angle, it will make the wok spatula behave more like a shovel. It will make turning the food ingredients in the wok far more efficient than having a spatula with a straight angle. And this is why many of the paddles that you find people using in stir frying is not effective because the angles is incorrect. Without having the correct angle, it is impossible for them to turn the food effectively, as in the case with a wok spatula. So with all of this consideration in mind, there are few things actually you need to keep in mind. First and foremost is to get the spatula with the right length. Secondly is to get the wok spatula with the proper angle. When you have all those aspects in place, you will find that the wok spatula is the most efficient way for you to stir frying, either in a wok with a round bottom or a flat bottom. Although today most of the wok have a flat bottom because our burner are designed in the home kitchen to have cookware with a flat bottom. So when you have all these pieces put together, you will find the wok spatula is far more efficient to mix your food ingredients, as in comparison to tossing the food in the wok. Again, I strongly recommend you to refine your technique of how to stir fry, how to turn your food ingredients over using the wok spatula as a shovel, rather than try to take it out how to turn your food by tossing it. I post a video each day to help you to make home cooking as part of your daily routine using my fast cooking system. If you'd like to learn more about this cooking system, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So keep on cooking, and I will see you tomorrow.